Rome had never seen an emperor like him, and it would never forget him. He crowned himself a god through wild feasts that shocked the city and turned tradition into chaos. Every corner of the empire whispered of his excesses. Every senator wondered how long this boy could survive. Before we continue, subscribe. It helps us keep history's greatest stories alive. Elagabalus was barely 14 when the Praetorian Guard lifted him onto the imperial throne. Born in the Syrian city of Emesa, he had grown up in the shadows of priests and temples devoted to the fiery god Elagabalus. They called him unusual, but no one expected he would bring Rome to its knees with scandal and audacity. His youth made him bold, his devotion made him fearless, and the city of marble and stone would never be the same. Golden light spilled across the imperial palace as he arrived, robes glittering, head crowned not just with laurel but with divine ambition. Rome's senators stared, unsure whether to bow or flee. And then he did the unthinkable. He tried to replace Jupiter himself with his sun god. Can you imagine? The head of Rome's religion toppled by a teenager with fire in his eyes. Rome whispered his name. Fear followed. The palace became a theater of excess. He held banquets that lasted for days, offering roses that buried guests alive in their perfume. He married and divorced freely, sometimes changing genders publicly, flaunting what Rome considered sacred laws of family and state. His personal desires were bold, shocking, and unapologetic. Some laughed, some trembled. The city burned with curiosity and outrage alike. He demanded priests from Syria be installed in Rome, dressed the god Elagabalus in gold and purple, and forced senators to worship before them. He paraded the god through the streets, mocking centuries of Roman religion. Senators exchanged worried glances. You can probably guess what they plotted next. Not a single one dared speak openly, yet everyone feared the next move of the young emperor. And the tension grew. The Praetorian Guard adored him, at least while he paid them in golden favor. Yet every lavish act, every scandalous decree tore at the fabric of Roman loyalty. Allies fell away, conspiracies took root, and whispers of assassination crawled through the marble corridors. Elagabalus, lost in his own world of sun god worship and decadent ceremonies, barely noticed. He shocked Rome again and again. Public sacrifices of exotic animals, weddings that flouted every tradition, and a palace that became a stage for the unbelievable. And still he carried himself with the conviction of a god. Could he feel the empire cracking beneath him, or did youth blind him to the edges of the abyss? Rome held its breath. By his 18th year, discontent boiled. Senators murmured in secret. Families feared the wrath of a boy whose whims could topple them. Soldiers grumbled, and the city's people grew restless, torn between awe and revulsion. The chaos was not just spectacle, it was danger, looming like a storm over the marble spires. Then betrayal struck. Close advisors, once friends and allies, turned against him. The Praetorian Guard, fickle and calculating, saw the risk outweigh the favor. One night, the palace erupted in violence. Steel flashed under torchlight. Elagabalus, the boy who had dared to crown himself a god, fell not by the battlefield, but by the knives of those he trusted most. His body was tossed into the Tiber, history recording his death with the same sensational zeal as his life. Some defeats echo longer than victories. But yet in death, Elagabalus haunted Rome. Writers painted him as mad, corrupt, and scandalous. Others remembered his courage, his audacity, and the way he dared to remake the empire in his own image. The myths became louder than the man himself. Was he a monster, a visionary, or simply a chaotic youth thrust onto a throne too heavy for his shoulders? History could not forget him. Neither could Rome. The golden sun god, the wild feasts, the palace that trembled under his whims, all remained etched in legend. Elagabalus's story is a reminder of youth, power, and the danger of letting ambition run unchecked. And yet, when you close your eyes, can you see him? A boy of 14, crowned in gold, laughing as Rome gasped. A boy who ruled the world like a god and fell like a man. His empire was brief, his chaos unforgettable, and the questions about him still echo through history. Rome whispered his name, and still, the story lingers.
Hey there! I know you enjoyed this video. Please support us by hitting the subscribe button. Your motivation is our greatest support. Thank you! Also, don't forget to check out other amazing stories on this channel.